Hey guys, it's Nicholas here from upgradeToLife.com and welcome to this video which is called The Biggest Mistake When Manifesting Money. Now I know that this is a huge desire for a lot of people, since money is one of the money, finances, career, business, financial success. This is one of the biggest life areas next to relationships, next to health. So of course money is also something that we desire. If you're not in the state of financial abundance and of having a lot of money, being financially stable, then it's most likely for you that you desire to have more money around you, or that you desire this type of freedom and being able to afford better things, better life experiences. So first of all, I want to tell you that desiring more financial means has nothing to do with being unspiritual or being materialistic. No, it's still a desire. It's still a state of consciousness. It's still a identity, a state that you can make a life internally to actually get more money reflected back in your life, in your bank account, attract more clients, better jobs, more high-paying jobs, whatever it is, and to have a full bank account. But right now in this video, I want to explain you the mistake, one of the biggest mistakes that I did, which delayed also for me to finally actually see like huge movement in my money circumstances, which I found out, which I also helped other people with. This is what I want to point out right now in this video. So if you desire more money, if you want to bring more money into your life without exhausting yourself, without seeking the money out there, but by actually realizing that the state of financial abundance, of being in a money overflow is right now available within yourself, you can start to shift your mindset, shift your identity to that, and then therefore you get more money, then you're absolutely right in this video. Okay, so with that, let's just dive right in and talk about this mistake. And first, I want to share with you 3 videos that you can watch after this one if you like, or just if you haven't seen them yet, just as a reference videos, because in those videos I also showed some money insights, some money successes, what I did, what I applied, what some of my students in my program and in my mastermind applied. So the first video is called How I Manifested 33,000 euros. And I really did that by shifting my self-concept, by shifting my identity to being this financially, stable person. The second video is a success interview that I did with Sophia. She is a member of my business mastermind, and she basically 3x'd her revenue. Right, she went from $8,000 to $22,000 per month by also making this identity shift, by shifting her money mindset. And also there is this one success story that I shared, how I took my business from doing 8K to doing 80K a month. So how I 10x'd my money income within several months, but not by trying out new things externally, but by being someone else internally. So you will see that all of those videos basically will come down to the same realization, is that we need to have a new attitude to money. We have a new mindset around money. We need to be in a new identity around money that comes with better assumptions not better assumptions, but I mean more serving assumptions when it comes to financial abundance. Okay, so check out those videos. I will link all of them above, and you will find them if you click the little eye in the corner. There you will see all of those videos. But now let's just actually talk about the mistake. And here's a quote from Neville Goddard that I want to share with you, where he said, "One of the greatest pitfalls in attempting to use the law of assumption is focusing your attention on things, such as you focus your attention on the new home, on the better job, on the bigger bank balance. But righteousness is not the thing itself, but it is the consciousness, the awareness of already being that person that lives in the new home, that has a better job, that has a bigger bank account, right? The feeling of already being the person you want to be, of already having the thing you desire." And now you maybe say, wait a second, isn't that the same? It isn't. Because if you focus all your attention on the home, into home, then it can still create this separation between you still want it. You're still not owning that home, owning that apartment, or owning the job. You still think, oh yeah, it would be so nice if I could have the new job. Focus on a new job. Focus on a new job. Instead of focusing on who are you as the person that already has the new job. What would someone say to you? What would imply to you that you already have this job? How would you then drive to work? How would you wake up? How would your life change if you really have this bigger salary? Would there be more vacations in your life? What would change? Right? Same with the bigger bank account. You don't need to focus itself on seeing more digits on the bank account. You can do it. It works. I tested it. But I found it way easier to ask myself, okay, if I am this financially abundant person and I can go to 5-star hotels, purchase, expensive things, do what I want, travel and have the lifestyle that I want for myself, who am I then? How does my family see me? How does my girlfriend see me? How does people that I know see me? How do my friends see me? How do I see the world? And you really shift into already having that and not the thing itself. Because you can right now focus on a bigger bank account and see the 1 million there on the bank account, and then you might even manifest that. But if you're still not in the consciousness, in the awareness, in the state and the identity of a financial abundant person, you will find crazy ways to spend that money. You will always try to hold on to that money because you have fear of losing it again. Because you just focus on the thing itself, the money on the bank account, but not on actually being a financial abundant person. So I'm sure you get the difference, right? So always construct an event, a scene, an act, which you believe you would naturally encounter following the fulfillment of your desire. So let's say you do have a really big bank account, a 10x bank account, a bank account with millions on it, a bank account with 100,000s on it, whatever you kind of feel desiring, what you actually want, then I would not recommend that you imagine visualizing seeing the bank account. You can play with it, you can do it, that's okay. More so ask yourself, if you now have all of those financial means that you want, what would change in your life? Who would you be? What would you do? What would be different in your day-to-day life now that you are a financial abundant person? Because by doing so, you really shift your identity. You really shift your self-concept instead of focusing on this specific number on your bank account. That then still creates this hype around it and putting it on a pedestal. Oh my God, yeah, it needs to be exactly this number on my bank account. Yeah, okay, and then you maybe even will manifest that. Cool. But then that doesn't mean that you actually feel yourself still naturally as being abundant and that you can spend this money, but it always comes back. Because what most people then do is they then try to hold on to that money. They manifest a 10K, 100K, a million, cool. But then they still don't feel comfortable with actually, like I said, spending money and automatically assuming that more money comes in. So go after that. You have all that money, your bank account is full, you have great income, you have steadily high, amazing income, but who are you then? Right? So again, not the thing itself, but the awareness, the feeling of being that financially abundant person, being that version of you that has always more than enough money in your bank account. Who are you then? How would you view the world? How would others view you? That is what we want to shift into. And here's my explanation as a conclusion, right? So it is always important that you never imagine the wish itself, the desire itself, but who you are when your wish is fulfilled. For example, what you can do by that and to shift into that is that you can pick an everyday life act or scene or event that you encounter in your everyday life, but now out of the point of view of the wish fulfilled. So to give you a practical example, let's just say that you go to the grocery store twice or 3 times a week. Now maybe right now you go there and when you give the cashier your card, you're like, hopefully it's not that much. Hopefully I have enough money on my bank account, right? How would you do that same act, what you do normally in a day-to-day week, when you are now not caring about how much it costs, when you feel super financial abundant, when it doesn't matter if it's $100, $500, it simply doesn't matter. You can give the card, not even looking at the price tag, and just pay it, right? That is an act that doesn't imply a specific number, which still works, and I also played with specific numbers. I'm sometimes a fan of playing with that, but more so relevant I find to actually, again, focus on being that naturally and imagining a scene that implies that you are that. So that everyday life act out of the state of the wish fulfilled. How would you drive to work? How would you drink your morning coffee? How would you go in the grocery store? And you can imagine a scene that implies that now you do it out of the state of financial abundance. So instead of imagining the amount X on your bank account, imagine, for example, how you enter the security code at the checkout, regardless the amount of you're paying, and feel absolutely non-caring about that. That could be a 3-second imaginal act implying to you the state of financial abundance. And with that, since you then enter that state of financial abundance, that internal state, of course, will be reflected back to you. Or also, another example, instead of imagining that the doctor is telling you that you're healthy, which I know works, which I know also I have some success stories on my channel, what I would find better is that you, for example, imaginatively drink your morning tea as a healthy person. So you're not imagining the moment where the doctor tells you, oh, yes, you will get healthier again. Yes, it looks good. Yes, the results look good. No, why not just go after that? You already can run again. You already can walk in the park again. You already can go out with your friends again. You're already healthy. You go right to the end, being that healthy person, not imagining the moment it happens, not imagining the thing itself, but who you are with the thing already being totally normal in your life, already money being already total normal in your life. You know, a millionaire, someone that you would consider as financially really abundant, they would not, imagine every evening their bank account. No, they wake up and they know that they're totally financially abundant and knowing that they have a big bank account. But they are it. They are this financially stable and abundant and wealthy person. But they don't focus on the money itself. When they walk around, when they buy something, when they invest in something, they just do it out of the state of already being financially abundant. Right? So focus on the state itself. Focus on who you are as that version and not the little money itself. Because here's the actual pitfall that then happens, right? Don't attach yourself to the money because your state is the complete supplier that supplies you with all the right thoughts, the right actions, the right manifestations. Because if you attach yourself to the money, let's just say you only focus on money and money and money and money, and then that money would be taken from you. I don't know, your bank account is, deleted, or I'm just making things up, it won't happen. But let's just say it would happen, then you would feel like in poverty again, because you would think, oh my God, all my money is away. However, if you focus on the state of financial abundance, of always being a financial abundant person, of always being in a state of wealth, then it doesn't matter, even if your money would be taken. Of course, that would be stupid and you would get angry and you would get a little bit upset, okay, but you would still know yourself to be a financial abundant person because that state became so habitual, so natural. You focus so much more on that identity instead of the money itself, that you still remain internally rich. You still remain internally in that financial overflow state. So that's what we want to get to, right? That's basically it, right? So the biggest mistake, what we can basically say what the biggest mistake is if you focus on the thing itself, the money itself, the paper itself. And I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm not saying that you can't manifest money with that. That's not what I'm saying. You can try it. You can imagine that you hold a bill in your hand and you will manifest that exact bill. I have dozens of successes of my own where this works. I have dozens of, members of my program that posted their success on manifesting bills and like physical money bills being given to them and all of that. That surely works. There's no problem with that. But the question is, do you always want to manifest like money bill after money bill after money bill and always focusing on the bank account itself? Or do you want to know yourself to be a financial abundant person that always, has money coming to them, has money circling around them, and being in this financial abundant state? That is my advice to you, because then you will never worry about fixating on a specific bank account number, which you can do as a playful exercise at the side, but mainly I would recommend you focus on shifting in a state where you know yourself to be financial abundant. And you can do that by imagining scenes that imply that you are this right now. Who would be proud of you? Who would congratulate you? Who would be happy? What would you do when you are financially abundant? So you want that lifestyle. Okay, what would imply to you that you can afford a 5-star hotel? And I did that too. A scene for me was that I was checking in a hotel lobby and the receptionist just gave me and my girlfriend the keys to the most expensive apartment in that 5-star hotel. And that implied to me that I'm so financially abundant that it's normal for me to, go on expensive vacations or have like 5-star rooms. And that perfectly materialized. Like all the financial means that are necessary for those things and way more than that are coming my way. And again, the proof is exactly what I share also in those videos. These are basically the success stories from the exact application that I tried to explain to you in this video. Right, so watch them as like a confirmation, but this video is the summary on what I learned. I didn't focus on the bank account itself. I sometimes did for fun, but I mainly asked myself, if I have the finances, if I am financial free, what would change? Who would I be? How would I see the world? How would people see me? And then I adopted that viewpoint, right? Because like Neville said, it is not the actions of the successful people that you should try and copy. It's more their viewpoint. It's more their identity. It's more their self-concept around a certain area. So for example, money, they always live in an inner abundance of money. They always know that they have more than enough. And if their money would be taken from them, they would still remain in that state and get it somehow back, right? If right now you take all the money that is available in this world and you try to split it up in a harmonious way to everyone, so everyone gets $100,000, for example, okay? Everyone gets $100,000. After 3 years or 5 years, the like how the money is spread would be the same again. The people that are internally in a wealthy state, in an abundant state, would have all the money, and the people that are in a financial lacking state, in a poverty state, they would have found ways to spend that money again, to lose that money again. So it's really about that state, right? Focus on the state of financial abundance and not the thing, the money itself. And then you will be never rely on a specific number. You will always feel financial abundant, and you can of course increase that and stabilize that, and more money will come to you. I did exactly that. And again, I went from having like 8K, which was also the first manifestation, to go from 0 to 8K, but then from 8K per month to $80,000 a month, right? And that happened by me being that financial abundant person and really seeing that, okay, 80K a month, yeah, that's normal, right? That state of financial, that level is normal for me. And then those amounts came towards me, all right? So let me know in the comments down below if that makes sense. I really hope it did. I really hope you now can focus more on like how you would feel like if money is always already natural for you in your life. If you have any questions, also leave them down below. And if you need more help, then check out the 2 links in the video description and pinned comments. One is my free masterclass, and the second is if you want to work with me to stabilize those teachings and make them a lifestyle. That's it. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.